I'm the Big LG Doc Gallows, and you're watching the Wrestling Junkies. Boom.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. The douchebag to my right is the podcast dad wearing his Fly Eagles fly pendant because congratulations, you guys won a game. You snapped the skid. Things are all – it seems like you're not wanting to, cry and punch the air and sliding up and down the wall like you were last week. So, yeah. How you doing?
Well, here's how much you know as they play tonight. So, that is why I'm decked out in my gear because they play tonight. So,
okay.
There was no skid snapped quite yet. I am bringing the good vibes. That's what I'm trying to do. Good vibes. Good vibes.
That's fair. We almost.
I didn't say a word.
Didn't say a word. You did not. You
came at me.
Almost. I did. I chose violence. It's a Monday. A little cranky. What can I say? It's good to see you, though.
I'd be cranky too. I'm nervous as hell for this game. So yes, but I'm here to talk some wrestling.
Yeah, and fact checkers in the house, thank you for joining us tonight. Happy Monday to you as well, and happy Monday to everybody else who's joined us tonight. Again, as always, you can find us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod. Most importantly, do us a huge favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We need your help to get there. We are building a nice little community here at the Wrestling Junkies Podcast, and there's a seat for you at this table. Podcast Dad, tell them that magic number and why they should subscribe.
One person. Please tell one person if you like what we're doing here. Subscribe. If you don't like what we're doing here, subscribe. But it helps us. So please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you get notifications. Whatever you fancy, right? You don't have to watch us live, but just watch us in general.
Yeah, and while you're at it, show some love to our friends at the Main Event Wrestling Network at mainevent_net on all social media platforms. If you like trivia, blogs, fun podcasts, you name it, we have it. Incredible group of guys that we work with over at the Main Event Wrestling Network. Join the Discord server as well. We've got some great content coming out this week, especially with the final match of John Cena. We are just 6 days away from the end of the career of one of the greatest of all time, and we are also going to be celebrating that a little bit this week as we have a farewell of sorts to the Dr. Thugonomics, the GOAT, John Cena. This Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we are going to talk all things John Cena and Podcast Dad. As we kind of sit here, I feel like we kind of just have to sit for a moment and just kind of let it all sink in that Saturday this is it. I mean, this tour has been teased for over a year and a half now, and we are at the last stop. What's kind of going through your mind right now?
Yeah, like you said, we'll talk Thursday, at least in my idea. We'll talk some top rivalries, top matches, top Cena moments of our lifetimes. But yeah, no, this is, this is how people felt, growing up watching Shawn Michaels. This is how people felt growing up watching Stone Cold. The name that shall not be named, right? This is how people, grew up with this. I grew up with John Cena. My fandom started in about 98, and Cena was there in 02 and has not been there since 02. So, barring any injury or doing stuff, with movies, but he's always had at least one match a year. We got this farewell tour. There's been ups and downs, but it's when you look back at it, of just how much he has meant to wrestling in general. Went through a very turbulent time where wrestling wasn't cool, but John Cena was still there doing all of it. And I don't want to say keeping the company afloat, but being that every day, every show poster boy that he always wanted to be. And I can't imagine the immense pressure that he had to feel all the time. And he's come out and talked about that a little bit, but it's just, what else can you say? Like you said, he's the GOAT. I mean, when we look back on it, And just wrestling is look, he's not the most technical wrestler in the world, and that's fine. But when you make a Mount Rushmore, if John Cena's not on your Mount Rushmore, you're not a wrestling fan.
Yeah, and I mean, I always go back to words that you said even before we knew that the retirement tour was coming. It's just something you've always said on our show is we're going to miss him when he's gone. And it took us a very long time to get to the appreciation point of John Cena because I mean, as you've said, he was the face of the company when wrestling was not necessarily the coolest thing in the world. And compared to some of his contemporaries from generations past, the internet has kind of helped to shape that opinion that a lot of people had of him for so long. And the fact that, wrestling fans are smart and they kind of have an idea of who it is that they're putting the machine behind. And John Cena is a guy that not only did they put the machine behind it, but he studied it inside out, probably knows it better than anybody that has graced the ropes of a WWE ring. JR has always said it best. The best ability that you can have in the WWE or in pro wrestling as a whole is availability. John Cena has always been that guy. He's never been problematic. He's never been somebody that the company couldn't count on. And that loyalty was rewarded. 17 world titles, Grand Slam champion, pay-per-views, movies.
11 years on top.
Yes. I mean, and that is unheard of. Terry didn't do that. Austin didn't do that. Dwayne didn't do that. It's just such a he is such an important figure in this 21st century when it comes to when you talk about WWE, and it's just I don't know, man. This is going to be a hard week. This is going to be a hard week because this is a send off well earned. Was it rocky? Yes, and we're going to get into a lot more of that this week. But I mean, there's nobody else that has deserved the send off that he's getting other than John Cena like right now.
No, we'll probably never see another one. And I know everybody says that, but I don't think we will. Like a guy that, again, looked the way he looked, talked the way he talked, came in, legitimately carried a company for about 11 years. Like,
yeah,
they tried other people, didn't work. They tried
to back to Big Match John.
Always went back to John. John was the guy that they could always count on. They always could lean on. When somebody else, when other people would take their ball and go home, or jump to another company, or whatever it may be. There was no scandals. There was no, was he kind of, I don't know. Like there was nothing. And we didn't touch on like his Make-A-Wish and everything. Like he was the face. I mean,
yes.
Always on.
Yes.
And seemed to thrive. So he's different. His name was the Prototype. I don't think we're gonna have another one. Yeah.
No, not at all. And again, tune in this Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern for the Champs Farewell, the official John Cena tribute show. We've got Steve in the chats here. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, bud. Fernando, as always, it's great to see you tonight as well, my friend. Podcast Dad, let's get into it. We had a big weekend in wrestling here. We had Deadline, I want to go back to Smack. Yeah.
Time out real quick. We do, because I don't know if we've talked about it here.
No.
Tim, what happened? You can't, Tim.
That's what I believe happened.
Oh, is that what the back shot was? Because
Tim
I saw him
Bosby
tapping
tapped
like
out.
this. Yeah, that was a back shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I'm finally
Bosby,
understand what he meant now.
out.
Good.
We get it.
Shout out Tim Bosby.
Bankston.
Loser. Got too confident, bud. You got too confident.
Yes, Action Wrestling Bangers Only 6 is available for streaming on IWTV now. You can check out Darian Bankston versus Tim Bosby for the Action World Championship. Landon Hale versus against Brett Ryan Goslin. Shout out to him. I think he had a bit of an injury scare in that match. So sending good vibes your way as well. Incredible 6-man tag match with the Good Hand and Bamaya South. You gotta check this card out. So it's streaming right now on Action Wrestling. Congratulations, Action, as well. Sounds like there's a new partnership with West Coast Pro that was announced on social media earlier today. Before we get into SmackDown and Deadline, Podcast Ed and I got to do something pretty cool on Saturday. And we were guests on a podcast this time. We got to check out Attorney James Bogan's Past the Clock podcast, talking all things John Cena, talking a little bit of retro wrestling, a little nostalgia, trying to forecast 2026 as a whole. That episode will be dropping tomorrow on Apple Music, Spotify, and iHeart. So shout out again to Attorney James Bogan for having us on.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Fun conversation. We talked, a little bit of everything in wrestling. Talked some business of it. Talked Cena. Talked War Games a little bit. Yeah, go tune in. We had some fun.
Yeah. Chris, Fernando has a good question here, and I think we talked about it a little bit already here. But let's
refer to me
Cena
in my
the last.
name. How dare you? When was the last time you called me Chris on this show?
Like 7 seconds ago.
Is Cena the last wrestling icon there was? No. I'd put Roman Reigns in that category.
Yeah. I would agree. Yeah, and I think even Randy, let's talk about Randy, Cody Rhodes. I think is also
AJ
merits
Styles
being in the conversation. Yes, but if I had to guess, and I don't want to put words in Fernando's mouth here, but I think because of the length of time that he was on top, being the face of the company, being kind of the guy, the QB1 of sorts that we often hear Cody referred to as. Well, we see another one like that. Cody, that's the guy right now. I think that we have one in waiting potentially in Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I'm not going to make any proclamations now. I think it's tough to say.
Sure.
I didn't think we'd ever see another Shawn Michaels. Didn't think we'd ever see another Undertaker. Didn't think we'd ever see another, Macho Man. Whatever it may be, but as long as wrestling's healthy, there will be another one. But each of them had their own distinct place in wrestling. Yes. Cena is an icon. Again, if he's not on your Mount Rushmore, you don't like wrestling. So, will there be another icon? Probably. Will there be another John Cena? Never.
No. And maybe that's the context that Fernando's referring to. I mean, because again, this is a guy that
11 years
studied the machine, and I mean, there's nobody that has played the game of WWE better than John Cena.
No. Because you gotta think, what, 2005 to 2016, 2017-ish? Cena was in the main event.
Yeah. He made the United States Championship also feel like a main event. Wherever you put him, he found a way to make what he was doing work.
Important.
You both are playing fast and loose with the government names last week, so there's that.
I don't remember that. What do you want to talk about from SmackDown?
The announcement that whoever won the NXT Championship match would wrestle Cody at Saturday Night's main event this weekend.
A lot of things going into this. And do you just want to get into that as a whole, or do you want to?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All right. A couple things here. So a couple branch things. Ricky Saints' title run was mid.
Yep, extremely.
Was it done because they had to put TNA over? Because you couldn't have Oba do that.
I mean that's obviously a very big factor. I think
so as well.
It's because Oba Femi's only been pinned twice in Saints and D'Angelo, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that. And then again, going into knowing that the winner gets Cody, I'm sure that also had a lot to do with the decision of having Oba Femi take on Ricky Saints for the championship, because this is a big test for Oba Femi this weekend. We're going to see what you have and what you bring to the main roster and how people react to you. Your first match on the main roster is against Cody Rhodes, the WWE champion right now. Who else in NXT is getting that opportunity right now? This is a massive opportunity, and this is I think that this is a prove it. This is the biggest match of his career, and we're going to see what it is, because if this goes well, Oba Femi will not be long for NXT. I don't think.
Oba should win.
Stu also agrees.
Dude, Oba needs to win.
Why not?
The youth movement is here.
Yeah.
Let's go. Don't ease into this. Oba should win. Braun should win.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Especially because they made the point to say that these are exhibition matches.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not on accident. That is the we want to see what we have here. And Cody, I mean, we get Cody fatigue this time of year because there's never a real story for him. It is just kind of the, keep him somewhat warm until we get to Rumble season.
Oba should win. I really, really,
Yeah.
really think that.
Cody loses nothing by winning this
he
match.
Loses
I agree.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Title's not on the line. It's a Saturday night's main event. It's not a loss on a PLE.
It's Cena's last
They've
show.
already branded this as an exhibition night.
It's Cena's last show. No, again, why not? It's not gonna be the main event.
Yeah. No.
Why? Tell me why not? I guess that's my argument. My argument is Oba should win, and if your argument is Cody should win, tell me why. Not saying you specifically, but I'm just saying, in general.
No, not with the way that not with the way that Obafemi has been presented in NXT, the way that he's been protected, even in his losses. I mean, this is lightning in a bottle that they have here. It's very rare that you get an opportunity like this. And we hadn't gotten,
do it and see what happens.
Yeah.
Do it and see what happens. If you don't like it, sweep it under the rug.
Guess what? He's still on NXT. Like, this is not anything you even have to reference again, should it not go well. But I have no reason to think that it won't.
All right, second hot take.
Let's hear it.
The man under the mask. Who do you think it is? I have a new theory.
I can't pin down just one person, honestly. But my personal three, Austin Theory, obviously. Montez Ford.
Okay.
Let's not rule out Carmelo Hayes.
I got a name.
Let's hear it.
Ricky Saints.
I had a feeling that's where he might go. Why not?
What's he going to do in NXT now?
Yeah.
He's been North American champion. Right?
Yeah.
Was he North American champion?
NXT
He's
champion.
world champion. He's not going to beat Obafemi anytime soon. Again.
No reason to.
He's main roster ready. He can talk. He can wrestle. He's been in that big show already with AEW. He's athletic, so I could see him scaling the cage like he did.
Yeah, and Stu, to answer your question, that's why That's why I've thrown out Montez Ford out there, because there are only a handful of just wickedly athletic guys on the roster that can scale a cage like that to get in and then dip out just as quick. Montez Ford is at the top of the list to do that.
Montez Ford is one of those, but I think if they want to really, pull the wool over our eyes, Ricky Saints could do it.
Yeah. Is it bad that I'm really leaning on the ass to try and figure this mystery out? No, that's why I put Austin Theory at the top of the list, bud. Austin Theory or Karrion Kross.
Not Karrion Kross.
No, Kross is, he's been pretty vocal about him. Yeah, contract is done, but that's
no. I'm saying the guy.
Frankly, he needs to enjoy the Indies right now.
I was just saying the guy in the mask is not big enough. Not saying Karrion Kross, the name is not big enough. I think the guy that we saw, I don't think it's LA Knight either.
Yeah. Also, hi Maria. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hello, Maria. Just the athleticism that we saw, right?
Yeah.
And they could fool us and just,
Yeah, that's the beauty of a mask gimmick, is that, it can be any. I mean, because
they need to
back to Retribution.
I need them to reveal it soon, though.
They do. They cannot wait forever on this. When we look back at the Jade Cargill injury angle from last year, I know that there was probably, using that to give her time to deal with a legitimate injury, which I can understand to a degree. But these sorts of mysteries, the interest goes away very quickly if we're not, quick to follow up on it. My personal thought is no later than January 5th. They have to reveal it.
I think that's when it gets revealed. I think it comes out. That's why I think Braun's going to win the title.
I think that he should. I mean, I said that last week. I think that he should. CM Punk loses nothing by losing to Braun Breaker on Raw. It makes the road to WrestleMania that more interesting. Elimination Chamber is in Chicago, so if you really, really want to have him in a title match, put him in the Chamber, get him the big win over there, because he put over Cena last year. Let Punk kind of get that get that returned favor this year. But I mean, we've been talking about the youth movement. We've been talking about lightning in a bottle. Braun Breaker is also lightning in a bottle. I mean, I don't see why you don't put the title on him in January.
And on the other side, I've seen the reports about Roman and Cody, like doing Roman Cody 3 at Mania. I don't hate it.
I don't either.
Like now, like I think you could make Roman like the guy chasing, which is something he hasn't done for a while, right?
No. And when he was in chase mode, people were not behind him the way that they are now.
No, because Cody beat him at Mania.
No.
We never saw Roman come back for that.
Yeah. And this would be, and I think it's especially fitting for the trilogy if they were to do this, because 39, Bloodline interference, WrestleMania 40, everybody in their Avengers against the Bloodline. Now, I mean, Cody Rhodes, yes, he has his friends in the WWE locker room, but they're not teasing any sort of alliances on TV that are very stable, that he can rely on somebody to come out and help him in a world title match at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns could probably say the same thing, even though he is in the good graces of the Usos again. If you run it a third time, I don't think that they need the shenanigans that the last two matches have had.
No, it's one-on-one. See who the better man is. You've got one. I've got one. Like, I wouldn't be upset if Roman won the Rumble.
Yeah,
not at all. Again, you're flipping, sides, right? So Cody did this twice. He won the Rumble twice to finally get to Roman, and finally toppled that. And now he's the guy. And now Roman's going, yeah, I kind of miss being the world champion. I took care of the bloodline stuff. I took care of Solo. Took care of all the family stuff.
Yeah,
I want my title back. And you were the one to end that historic. Like the story tells itself.
It does.
I've seen a lot of hate online with it, but I'm like, I'm good if that happens.
Yeah.
I really am.
And the thing is, because they were both very good matches. Yes. And I mean, what the phrase overbooked to perfection, you don't need to do that this time because of kind of how the story has shaken out here, that it can be a true, Rock and Austin kind of finality to this trilogy at WrestleMania. Yeah.
And then they can both move on. It puts a bow on Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. We've seen them team up. We've seen them at each other's throats. Now they're both in a spot where I don't think anybody has to be heel. I think it's just Roman be Roman, Grudge Cody match. Be Cody, and let's see who the better man is. And again, I think it's big enough for the title. Like, I'm cool if it's for the title.
And those are guys that are so in tune to not just their characters, but reading a crowd that much like Rock and Terry in 2002 kind of knew what they needed to do based on the reactions that they're getting from a crowd. So I like you saying face versus face, because they both know what they need to do to adapt in a given moment to kind of keep the emotional pacing of a match at an all-time high.
And it could be the Cody heel turn. It could be.
It could.
This could be the Cody heel turn that we've all wanted. Like, we've seen the Mania entrances where against Roman, where it was more Homelander, a little bit more Homelander, right? Like, this could be it. Like, I'm the one that toppled Roman Reigns, the ones that everybody wanted me to beat.
No.
Now you're cheering him to beat me?
Yeah.
Like, the story's there. I would be totally on board with Cody Roman 3 at Mania. I really
especially
would.
Because with that thought of a heel turn, I mean, we're not just tapping into the frustration of defeating Roman. This is going back to when he was in AEW and kind of getting close to doing the turn over there too. So there's a lot of that untapped just angst and frustration and feelings that come again with being the QB1 of sorts, that, the risk, the creative risk of turning your biggest star heel that they just didn't feel confident to do at the peak of John Cena. You can do with Cody Rhodes, and he's going to do a damn good job of it. Because we've seen it before.
And again, that story's right there. Like, you want to be John Cena. You're not. Cody or Roman can throw that line down. You want to be Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
You're not. That, again, the promos would be great. Everything about it, I'm on board.
Yeah.
I think I would be okay with it.
why people have such a hard on for Cody to turn heel. He's still very popular. You're absolutely right. He is popular.
That's when you turn
The
him.
thing is, yeah, because with each pass in, because we saw this with John Cena too, with each passing year, if you're not changing anything about yourself or adapting to the crowd tastes,
You get tired.
that can make you stale. And we saw that for a very long time with John Cena and
with Roman.
Yeah, it
Triple
makes
H.
all the difference. I mean, look at what fucking happened with Seth Rollins when he had to Hell in a Cell with the Fiend, like killed his career for a while. And it's you want to strike before the crowd strikes.
AJ Styles, that's another one. He was super popular. Everybody was so excited to see him in WWE. Guess what he did? Flipped.
Yeah.
And took him to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Owens, that's another one.
Yeah.
You never know when he's going to turn. Like,
yeah.
They're doing it with Jey Uso right now.
Yeah. Look
Jey
how
Uso's
well it's worked out for Dominic
merch.
Mysterio as well.
Yes. Well, he wasn't that popular,
but that's the thing. I mean, turning heel can make you more popular than you were the last time you were face. And with Cody, again, because he is the QB1, because he is the guy, the fatigue sets in. And I don't know about you, but I certainly don't want to speak for you. But Maria, for me, the fatigue hits even harder from September through February.
Yeah, I mean, you can go back to way back in the day, and we'll pull out something crazy. Like Trish Stratus was one.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, so over. She turned heel. Yeah. It was fantastic. Punk.
Yeah.
Punk turned heel in the middle of his historic run. Like,
yeah,
I think it could work.
Yeah.
The Stone Cold heel turn was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, that was because that for years, and this goes back to even talking about why the alliance failed, is that because for 6+ years before that, WWE had presented WCW as they are the enemy. The point blank period. If you're not with us, you're against us. Like, we're going to talk shit about them. That's what we're going to do. Austin versus McMahon defined the Attitude Era. I mean, this is a guy that, put cement in his Corvette, threatened to shoot him dead on live television, and he pissed his pants. I mean, there was such a deep, intense personal hatred between those two that it was a head scratcher more than anything else. And you're right. It was bad. 2001 as a whole was okay. We'll say like from March until November, bad.
I think that one, because it just didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Right. WWE had just lost their competition. They're like, we need to do something crazy.
Yeah.
Make sure everybody keeps watching. And that was the crazy one. And it just didn't make sense because he joined Vince. Like, if he wouldn't have joined Vince and been heel, I think it would have been fine. But you're joining Vince? Like, what? Can't do that. Like, you've been feuding for 3 years.
Yes.
And just like one of the best, if not the best feud ever.
Yeah.
Now you guys are joining. And it just felt half-assed.
Yeah.
Just like the Cena heel turn felt half-assed.
Mm-hmm.
And as a wise man once said, never half-ass anything. Full-ass one thing. That's Ron Swanson.
It is. But Podcast Dad, let's talk a little bit of Deadline here. Iron Survivors are in the books. We already talked about Obafemi and winning the NXT Championship, but let's talk about the women's Iron Survivor match. Kendall Gray, the Evolved Women's Champion, getting the win here. Podcast Dad, Fact Check and I talked about this. I was a little bit surprised, but this shows you the faith that they have in her, because I mean, she was the only Evolved talent that was on Deadline that participated in either of the matches. There's a lot to love about Kendall Gray. I mean, she's just somebody that just gets it when it comes to wrestling psychology and just her presence. She looks like she belongs there. And I mean, when you look at the caliber of talent that we've seen have opportunities on NXT television, swipe right, Jackson Drake, Shawn Legacy, Tyra Mae Bullock when she had the program with Ethan Page and Chelsea Green and Tamion Heights. But Kendall Gray, I mean, the fact that you not only get the opportunity to represent and involve in Iron Survivor, you win that match. Like, we can't rule her out winning at New Year's Evil, and that's gonna be my prediction. I think she drops the Evolve title. Yeah.
Okay. It is at New Year's Evil.
I think they set up a tournament and Evolve to crown it. But yeah, I say why not? We're in the youth movement. Let's just pedal to the metal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with it. a little surprising for sure. I want to see the
Mhm.
story that they tell. I don't know if I'm fully ready for her to win the title quite yet, because we've seen so many baby faces fail as it is, like a Sol
Sure.
Ruka, a Lola Vice. Like we've seen them fail a bunch. They're clearly confident in her, so that's a good sign. Yeah, like I'm gonna let this one play out. I'm not as excited as you are, and that's nothing against them.
Sure.
It was a really, really, really good match. Like it was,
Yeah.
yes, and I agree with the fact checker. Like it was smooth. It was well done, and
Yeah.
shout out to the women. They killed it, absolutely. Killed
Especially Kalani Jordan. She was the MVP of that match. I think that people are still jury's still out kind of on her heel turn right now, but
nope.
There's no doubt that
got
she is
booed
one
out
of
of
the most.
building.
But yeah,
she's got heat.
I agree with you. Yeah,
I'm good with
it. It's online. Reactions are mixed, but that because I texted you about a reaction last week during kind of the summit with Ava, and I mean that was she hadn't even been getting that many visceral reactions as a babyface in any way. So
the worst reaction.
Shout out to Kalani Jordan. Yeah.
On the men's side, Javon Evans.
I mean, he's earned the fuck out of it.
He's going to beat.
Are you surprised?
No,
yes.
He's going to beat.
Yes, he is.
That's my prediction.
He should. I mean, and with how quickly, because we've seen how quickly he's risen the ranks, and I mean, he was on the roster 4 months, I think, by the time he had gotten his first NXT title shot in that Fatal 4-Way, like right around when Ethan Page came in. John Evans is another one of those guys, definition of a workhorse. He's worked Raw, NXT, SmackDown, TNA, and AAA all in the same week before. Like, that's some indie grit. And
he should win the title. I think it's time. Like, I don't think he would have won this match if they weren't going to have him win the title. I mean, this is his third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I'm not going to say the next number, because everybody was going to do something. But like, it's his time. Like, it's time to get over the hump. He's not going to beat Ricky Saints. Do it. Let's talk about the other elephant in the room.
Oh, Tony D?
Yeah.
Jury's still out for me. I think it's more of one, the presentation isn't all that different yet, with the exception of he's growing a beard. And I have no idea what's that?
I'll say it's a little different.
Okay.
He didn't come out like his usual like mob kind of gear looking thing and his stupid hat.
No hat. I'll give you that. It didn't do enough for me to necessarily not think about the previous gimmick. I'll say,
it's going to be
the
tough
leather jacket with the collar popped up, and then also just whatever it is that he sprinkled on Javon Evans. I still have no idea what that is that we're looking at here, and that's also a problem too. Because even when they teased it with Ava, the box that presented on NXT last week, and she pours it on the desk, it's like I still don't know what those are.
Like black roses, black rose petals.
I don't
know what it is.
They look like those like kinesio tape strips or like the mouth ones you put over your mouth when you're sleeping. Like, it's odd.
I went back and watched that a bunch. I'm like, I don't know what he dropped on him. I really don't.
Yeah.
So
I would. I'd also like to have. I'd like to give myself snaps for the fact that I did kind of forecast that it could be a Tony D'Angelo return at Deadline, because there was a video playing in the background during the contract signing. And it was very similar to the one that was played before Tony hit the ring. So WWE with their foreshadowing, and Mr. Cincinnati, I'm gonna.
Yeah, great. Everybody gets one. Go watch our progress show. See how wrong he is.
Well, you know what? When we do our next preview show, there's nothing to predict here because unboxing is all chaos. No matches are going to be announced. No, it's all chaos here. Now taking applications for new co-hosts.
Yeah, shut up. I think it's black rose petals. That would make the most sense, I guess, because I don't know what else you would. I don't know what else it would be.
Yeah.
Which, look, they changed Stacks. Stacks a completely different person.
He is. Yeah. So that's just leaning into being with Ariana Grace. And I really enjoy that because they're fun to watch on their Twitch streams and they enjoy making TikTok content and all that stuff. And they're having a blast.
Maybe it's time. Maybe Tony D's changed. We'll see.
Yeah. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw real quick. Do you have a preview up by chance?
I don't plug.
That's all right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, but please do us a favor, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It takes like 2 seconds to do, and we want to grow this community, and we are appreciative of everybody that likes to hop in the chat to join us to talk about wrestling, and we just have a great time over here. So tell your friends, tell anybody that you love that loves pro wrestling to give us a try and hit that subscribe button, and follow our friends at the Main Event Wrestling Network at mainevent_net. And scan that QR code in the top left corner. We got our merch store up. So if you need something for the holidays, get your friends and family something from the Wrestling Junkies podcast. Thursday night, we will have our John Cena tribute episode, 7 p.m. Eastern. And I know that the graphic goes up earlier a little bit in the show. This Wednesday, Brian Idol, the NWA World Television Champion, that will be this Wednesday, not next week. I just did not get to update that. But yeah, no, we got great guests, and we just love what we do here at the Wrestling Junkies. So show your support.
Gunther will cut a promo. He's the final opponent for John Cena.
Yes. And Fernando, we will be doing an end of the year award show. Details will be coming.
Yes, we will. Lyra Valkyria will take on Roxanne Perez.
Okay.
AJ Lee defend their tag team championships against what are these guys called? The War Raiders.
Yes.
Let's say the Viking Experience. Wow.
Oh God.
And Stephanie Vaquer will be live on Raw, and this says what's next for her. So I assume we will get a challenger.
Yeah.
I don't know who they would be. I really don't. I'm trying to think on that roster right now. Asuka, maybe.
I don't know. They seem pretty preoccupied with the tag titles right now.
Bailey,
Liv,
yeah, Liv.
Because I mean, she's backing Roxanne and Raquel for the tag titles. That's another way to kind of further that dissension. If it's like, okay, you just got back. Like, why are you going for the world title and not, Raquel or Roxanne and Raquel?
She never lost it.
That's true. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that there's
Liv's probably the most obvious choice. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Or Bailey. Bailey could do it too.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Go Birds. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you to everybody that joined us tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. We're going to break down Raw, preview first NXT since Deadline, and again, more fire takes. So anything that you want to hear us talk about, drop it in the chats. Give us an @ on X. And thank you to everybody for your support. We're always appreciative of it. That's the podcast, Dad. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. It's been the Wrestling Junkies podcast. Until tomorrow, enjoy those grabs.
Chamber.